You whispered fate like it was fixed, like every move was written script. You drew your lines, you named your guards and called it truth, I called it fraud. You built a cage and crowned it law, pointed at me like I was flawed. But every chain you thought would hold was just a story I outgrew. I felt a shift beneath my skin, the quiet war you couldn't win. You thought control was yours to keep. You should have looked a little deeper. I decide what happens next, not your fear, not your regrets, not the past you tried to press into something I'd accept. I rewrite what you expect, every rule you try to set. You don't get to intercept. I decide what happens next. You called it chaos, I call it choice. You fear the sound of your own voice, so you blame storms you couldn't name, while I was learning how to reign. You needed order, something clean. I live between what's seen unseen, where truth bends just enough to break, and power wakes when I awake. I let you think you held the thread while I was pulling it instead. You never saw the shift begin. Now watch me tear it from within. I decide what happens next, not your chains, not your effects, not the lies you try to dress up as something permanent. I dismantle every step you were certain I'd accept. You don't get to circumvent. I decide what happens next. You mistook patience for permission. You mistook silence for submission. I was watching, learning, waiting. Every weakness, every hesitation. Now there's nothing left to defend. I decide what happens next. Every outcome, every breath, every moment you thought said turns to something I reset. I don't follow, I correct. I don't break, I reconnect to the power you neglect. You don't choose what I become. You don't write what I'll become. You don't speak when I am done, 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 done. This was never in your hands. It just took me time to remind you.